program and are working with it. So Eddie, if you come up. You can introduce yourself even more.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
Yes.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. My name is Edward Ukatu. Most people call me Eddie. Few months ago, Steve approached me to say, well, if I go back a little bit, since I became a member of this church, I love to be part of the choir. And sorry, yeah.
Go ahead.
So call my attention if I stay away from the micro. So I was a passionate singer, though I cannot read music, but I see people's mouth, whatever they say, I catch it up and sing. So people will think I am singing, but actually I'm listening and mimicking, doing whatever I see them do. So when I started to bite more than I can chew, I became very irregular attending the church, the choir practices and the library during services. And so my friends, choir members wondered why, asking me what's going on. So I declared what happened. I kind of diverted some of my attention to assisted living. So Steve asked me if I can share this. And so today, I will share a little bit about this assisted living adventure myself and my wife got into that has taken so much of my attention from being more involved in the church as I really would like to. So the name of the assisted living we have is called Alma Care. How I got to that name, I can explain if there's more time. And the reason I wrote just a short list here to pass around is because when I'm very passionate about something, if I start to talk about it, it will take forever. So when I talk, I will look at that to tell me, hey, move to the next. So today, I would like to delve into why we got into this. But before then, assisted living is the how, the who are the assisted living that we are serving. The residents we are serving, they are 55 years old and older. And why? Why are people going to assisted living facilities? It happens to be that presently, assisted living is one of the most common living housing programs or housing programs aging people go to when they are no longer able to adequately take care of themselves, or when they are becoming unsure of being able to take care of themselves, they go to assisted living. And how do they pay for this when they're getting to this program? The government helps out. It is through the Medicare, and it's required by the government that whoever that would be eligible to be assisted in the assisted living financially, we have to be medical assistance eligible. So I'm going to repeat again why people go to assisted living is because they need assistance. And that assistance is what myself and my wife are trying to give to these golden persons that have voluntarily, sometimes not voluntarily, left their own homes to go to where they were then called a new home. It's not easy to do that kind of transition in life. Excuse me. It is not easy. So for anybody who transited from personal own home to a very new place, being it with family members, being it in a community living like ours, being it nursing home, something is being given out. And so that brings about what challenges people that live in assisted living or elsewhere that's not their home base. The challenges could range from loneliness. Some people in our facility don't have family persons to visit them. Some may not have friends at all. Or sometimes they are not even recognizing the difference between who comes and who doesn't. It's a challenge. Memory care or memory loss is one of the challenges they face. Anxiety, if someone else will have to make your decision for you. Sometimes it's not the best, it's not the best choice. But when situation arises that such we have to be what is, then the resident will leave it. But we have to, with myself and my wife or whoever that runs assisted living, we have to embody all the situations. I simply mentioned a few of them that could be a challenging factor to those living in assisted living. Health issues will be another. When somebody would like to be able to cook what he or she likes to eat, they won't be able to do that safely or be able to capable, using his or her own hands to make it the way it's been done for years. Being sick, that's when the chronic issues that we may have encountered growing up will come to our faces and stay. And at that point, it becomes very necessary that they transit from living in their own homes to assisted living like ours. Why is that a concern to us? That is the crux of the reason why myself and my wife decided to go into assisted living operation. Is it better? I'm sorry. Maybe I can control it better this way. Okay. The concern is that all the people that I know that live in assisted living, or that I have seen, known in nursing home, other community living quarters, they had been at one time or another, be the doers, be people that make things happen. And at some point, the strength, the ability to do those things will win. And then the choice becomes having somebody else do it for you or for us. All these people, they are part of our communities. And so whatever that concerns them turns around to be a concern. It's satisfying then that if we take their concern to be part of ours, then the passion to be able to take care of them becomes real. And the satisfaction from that will not be measured. And that is what made me and my wife, instead of me retiring as I had done, I retired being an accountant, taking care of large accounts at US Bank for people all over for years. And at some point, I thought, how do I measure the value of my services? I couldn't find it. I sit in an office and do all this work, balance accounts, manage the accounts, obviously make the owners of the account happy. But I have no way of knowing how happy they were, or if they were actually dissatisfied with my work. So I retired from working as a banker. I work for Hennepin County. I decided to go to human services where I will interact with clients. I worked with people that needed insurance, that could not afford paying for it themselves. So the office where I work is like a group like this. People will come in with or with no appointment. You see, some of them will come in, have tried so many times over months to get insurance because they're sick. And they couldn't get the papers, the application, the starting point cleared. So some of them will come in and cry. Some of them will come in fighting, with real strong bad words, swearing and stuff like that, why they have started this application, they have submitted every document needed, and yet they can't be insured. So I'll call them in and start the application, do the application on the computer, get it done. Most of the time, I get it completed and get them feedback right away. Within, say, 15, 20 minutes, I will give them their account number that they are cleared to go see their doctor and take care of themselves. And I will look at the faces that came in with tears, that came in extremely angry. By the time I'm done with them, some of them will give me a handshake, some of them will give me a hug, some of them will laugh and dance out and pray for me. And so with this kind of experience, it outweighed many years of my services to US Bank and other customers out there. Unfortunately, life goes on. I, at some point, thought that it would be time for me to retire. And cold weather hasn't been that nice to me, not to my, especially to my wife. And so we sought to relocate. And 2023, October, we decided to, sometime prior to that, few months prior to that, we went to Dallas, and with a friend, we scanned areas where we could live, and came back. October, we went there and confirmed where we would like to call our home, empty lot and stuff like that. We came back, and this idea of assisted living out from nowhere met us at home. And that's how we started to think about assisted living. I worked there at night, put the papers together. November, we submitted our applications and very optimistically started planning on running the assisted living. And end of November, we bought a home in North St. Paul. And it took just a few months. By March 2024, our doors were open. We got our license. The doors open. We get clients. Whereas some people may have done all we did, buying a home or renting a home, and stayed open with no clients for 1 year. So inspection will come and close them down because they were not active. But for us, it was so speedy that I don't know how. Why did we delve into this? I don't know. I don't know. And the more I think about it, the deeper I get into it. It's like standing in a mud. And the more you try to get out, the deeper you sink. So this is, in a nutshell, how we get into this assisted living. It is a 24-hour operation. So we have, my wife is a nurse practitioner. I, at one point in time in the past, was a nursing assistant, and I also got the license to be a nurse. But that I put aside because my main profession was in business. I did MBA. But things took over. And after my MBA, everybody in my class then got a job, and I almost did, but I didn't have a green card to work in the country. And so I lost that job with Continental Bank, Illinois. But the only work permit I could get was to accreditably to work menial jobs. You know, the immigration told me that's the way they call it. So I started working as a nursing assistant. I met a lot of challenges there, but I told myself if this is the way it is, I've done all mine, went to school, got my degrees, but this is what is open to me. I will do it, and I will do it with all happiness. I did that for many years. Bad experiences that turned to be good experiences. So my experiences altogether, working as in nursing homes and hospitals, came back as Steve asked me to do this. I started to go back. Why did I get into this? So the passion I created then followed me. I didn't know why we canceled automatically without thinking, without decisioning, moving to Dallas almost overnight. We don't know. All we know is that we are here. Let's stay. My wife doesn't do very well in cold weather, but we are still here. And so some of the things that you would like to know from me, I will leave open for you to ask me. Because if I'm to continue talking, I have zillions of things that I could bring together to be why we opened the assisted living. But I want you to direct me doing it. The last thing I would like to mention after the why assisted living residents our concern, the next thing I would like to say is how we can help, and that is the now of me and my wife in the assisted living. How we can help. We can always remember them. We can visit them, and we can put them in our prayers. And after Steve talked to me about this, and I had the time to reflect back, I saw my situation, our situation, nearly akin to that of Joseph in the Bible. He was enjoying a very cozy, loving home in his family, and at some point, he was yanked away, even by the very people they love, they call brothers. And he suffered terribly much in the hands of unexpected strangers. While doing that, he did not forget where his strength comes from. It was the main source of his experience. So he went through that. Even when he was released from being a prisoner, he did not run away. He stayed put. And so mine, the reason why I say I came to that is that I came here to go to school, and I did, by the grace of God, very well. Within first 3 years, I got my first degree. Second year, another 2 years, I got my MBA. That ended up working in a nursing home for years. Now, reflecting, why did it happen? I don't know. But I know something bigger than me, something bigger than what I can control was in place, has been in place, and it is in place. And so I give thanks to God for the privilege that over the years having gone through a number of things and experiences wise, I am here retired, but working more than as I was talking about trying to get out and then sinking back in, I have another program called recuperative care. I just yesterday I concluded getting the building ready in South Minneapolis by Lake Nokomis. So I'm thinking of opening that up, say within the week.
Wow.
So I have not been able to grapple so well with the assisted living here in North St. Paul. And that one came up again. Out of nowhere, I got a letter approving me to open it up. And before I could get my hands on getting ready for it, I got a call from Hennepin County say, "Are you open yet?" Which I'm not. But so today, of course, we are focusing on the assisted living, and I'll leave the floor open for any questions so you can direct the rest of the time. Yes.
How did you come up with the name Alma for your assisted living home?
I don't know. I had to kind of survey, search myself, and I couldn't. Kindness is something that I work as my motto, and I looked it up a lot more. The meaning, synonyms, and Alma. Though it could be Latin, but that word also could be Hebrew. The Hebrew and Latin they have different meanings. For Hebrew is caring mom, and for Latin is kind. So I named it Alma Care, kindness and assisted living. Yes.
Would you spell Alma?
Yes, it's A as in alpha.
Is
L
it an acronym?
No,
Okay.
no, it's
Sure.
full name.
Yeah. Mhm.
L as in Larry.
Yeah.
M as in Mary. A as in alpha.
Ah, okay. And then the new one that started with an R, what is that?
Care.
Was
No, it's Alma Care.
I know, you said you just started a new.
Recuperative care. Recuperative care.
Recuperative
Yeah,
care.
recuperative care is not assisted living. It is like the first name, recuperative. People that went to hospital or hospitalized, but insurance refuses to pay extra days in the hospital or nursing home. And the state figured out that they could pay very little, just a fraction of what it would cost to live in hospital or nursing home in a setting like ours, in a community setting. And so they can come in there to fully recover. Sometimes they will be approved to come there because they won't be capable to go back home if they are living alone. So if they stay with us for a few days, they may get strong, recover enough, go back home. Some of them may not have a home, but for some other reasons. There are some guidelines, the ministerial healthcare programs listed that whoever that will come there will have to be eligible for. Yes, Gary.
How do people who need your care find you?
Mhm.
Well, I can say, yeah, I can say we are new anymore. I have our brochure. I have few here. When I talk with Steve, I had in my head that well, okay, maybe about 20 people. So I got about 20 here. That's fabulous. But I'm gonna leave this. Maybe I'll leave it somewhere in the church. Carol, help me with that.
Narbex there on the table.
Okay. So whomever, and I will leave some of my business card also. Yes, sir.
Did you mentioned that Hennepin County had contacted you and asked you if you were open yet. Is that how you have gotten your clients so far from?
That program, the recuperative care program, it's not open yet. It's gonna be opening hopefully this week. Yesterday, I was able to get the internet and phone numbers and all that set. But it's all beautifully set up. I invite everybody that has the time to come over there and take a look, as well as our assisted living facility in North St. Paul. The address is here. The recuperative care address is not here yet. I'm going to be picking up its brochure either today or tomorrow from where it's being printed. And I will bring those for whomever that will like to. Yeah.
So do those become referrals from the county? Is that how you get people?
Yes. So we now belong to a number of organizations, Care Options, Educare, and Word of Mouth, and there are some other community groups that we belong to that have direct contacts to sources from which we can get clients. The recuperative care, we have to be from hospitals or clinics, and we have to make contacts on a regular basis to let them know that we exist, and if they have need, to give us a call. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Is this why that we only see either you or?
Yes. We used to be together,
Yes.
and this has put us asunder. For reality, we have not been in the same house overnight for the past year and going to 2 years. It's not fun. But the fun thing is that the good Lord is guiding and blessing our steps every moment. I know of a number of people in the community that started this assisted living for some years. They had to bankrupt, sell the house, and because they couldn't run, they couldn't get clients. And so our clientele is kind of guided by invisible hands. The bigger operators, they take what they take, and then what's left that they don't want is what smaller operators like me and my wife scramble for. But we are very happy that we have 5 beds in North St. Paul. Presently, we have field 3, discharge 1. We have we still have 3 beds open, and every so often we get calls from people that want to place a resident, but sometimes it's not a match because we have level of services we can offer. And so we continue until we fill our beds, which we will.
Do you live there also?
No, That's the wonderful thing that happens. Our home is still here in Ayuna. So I sleep in my bed every night. Except the last 2 weeks and some, God blessed us with a grandchild. My wife traveled to Seattle to take care of them for 2 weeks, and I was living there. And it wasn't bad. Yes, sir.
Providing food is a big part of these operations, right?
Indeed.
Do you contract that? Do you have to accommodate special diets? How does that all work for you?
Yes, we do provide those. 3 square meals every day. And when we admit anybody, we do comprehensive assessment as to the needs. People that have different diets, we have to provide their meals based on that. We do not contract. We like to. My wife did food science and technology, and she is food nutrition minded, extremely nutrition minded, and so we don't believe, eating anything that everybody. So she picks what we personally eat and what we feed our residents.
Do you have any other staff working with you, or is it just you and your wife?
Thank you. That's an area we need a lot of help. Yes, I do have one regular. One of my daughters, once in a while, as needed and as she's available, will come to volunteer. I am looking for 2 more employees for the North St. Paul. And right now, I'm also looking for at least 2 employees for the Minneapolis Recuperative Care program. So it is a challenge. A lot of people in this looking for such jobs, some of them don't stay long, and it becomes a difficult thing for the employer. You train them and do everything, and before you know it, they want to move on to something else. Yes, Gary.
What kind of qualifications would a person have to work with you or for you?
Simply being able to read, understand the instructions, and being able to write to represent the observed conditions of the residents, because we need to document all those. Nothing else. Well, of course, have to be passionate with elderly persons. It's a must. Otherwise, we can work together. No other training, no license or anything. We can train the person very well to do the job. It's relatively easy. The one in Minneapolis that I'm going to be opening, simply to serve the foods already made and sit. If you're a student, you can sit and study. Don't do anything else, because the recuperative care the program requires that whoever that will come there must be able to walk around, use the bathroom, eat by self, take one bath, and stuff like that. Yes, sir.
Is there, I'm wondering, you must be certified by either Hennepin County or someone to certify that you can operate to this kind of facility or facilities. What kind of certification is there? Is it a medical certification, or is it something else?
Definitely. There is a licensing involved. First of all, the state. We have to approve you, and we get inspected, supposed to be every year. So last year we had our first survey. We did excellent. We didn't, there is any violation is met with fine and some restrictions. So we didn't get any. Yeah, inlet. Yeah.
Hope is a registered nurse, is she not?
She is a nurse practitioner. She has PhD in that.
Okay. So that fulfills your medical requirements, I suppose.
I-
I can't imagine operating a business, and having to, all of the administrative stuff that you must have to go through, in order to do that. I was in the food business and, you know, health inspectors and things like that, and you had to have everything, but just so. You have to do all that and then be on duty 24/7. It's,
Well, it is not easy, but again, when you have passion for something, honestly, if you like what you're doing, if you like what you're doing, you don't care. You think about what you're doing or why you're doing it, and the necessity of doing it to do it right. The qualifications we have, the state approval, licensing, and all that. For the recuperative care, can be just you have to be a provider, and Hope is a provider. She can prescribe and stuff like that. Yes, Jim.
So Eddie, thank you for sharing this journey. It's fascinating. I was kind of curious. You said you kind of don't know a lot of the answers, but I mean, when you were like ever studying for your MBA after all of those years with your nursing experience, I mean, did you ever envision like starting your own business at that time?
Well, if I did, it wasn't this kind of business. I was thinking of bigger business, what we would call bigger business. Even at one point before graduating from MBA program, I traveled to China and I made some contact with manufacturers, and so I was thinking, like human wear. I was much younger then, but here I am. After all said and done, this is who I am today, and I'm very thankful to God.
Is there another title for it, a micro nursing home?
No, it is community living. Community living, the difference is the nursing home is like institutional. The community living, it's where you go, you see kitchen, you go to kitchen, like in your home, you use the bathroom, it's like some people just don't like to go to nursing homes where there will be one out of many. They want to walk around and do things, watch TVs in their home or in their room or in the common area. Do whatever they want, just like if they're in their homes. And that's called a community living setting. Yes.
We hear about cuts maybe happening with Medicaid and with nursing homes and that kind of thing. Have you seen anything like that yet for you or on the horizon or?
No.
Okay.
And our state is so good. Thank goodness the legislature is not sleeping on it. The governor is very passionate about helping people.
Okay.
Hopefully that will continue. So far, no. Any other question? Yes, sir.
I'm trying to just get clear in my mind. I think I probably misheard you. which I do once in a while. You have the one location, correct? Or do you have more than one location?
I have assisted living in one location, and that is in North St. Paul. The brochure I have here typifies what we do there. And the new one that is coming up sometime, hopefully this week, it's a recuperative care that is in Minneapolis by Lake Nokomis. The brochure will be coming up either today or tomorrow. So I don't have that. So you are right, but please. Well, I am not sure if I covered everything that that you expected to hear from me. But with the brochure here, and I will leave some of my business cards. If you have any questions, give me a call with any specifics, and I will answer you. We are 24 hours in operation. So anytime you call, we will answer you. Yeah.
You have social and recreational activities. What kind of social and recreational activities do you have?
Well, again, this is part of our admission assessment, whereby we have to know every individual by their needs. Everybody is different, and some people, what people like is what we try to provide. It's not a whole lot, but little things like playing cards, doing spelling, watching movie and talking about it. Not necessarily movie, but some of the residents, they go way back to the movies they treasured then. We bring them up by YouTube, and then we talk about it. And all those things will be kind of nourishing the mental, making them remember and enjoy the good times and stuff like that. We also plan on taking them around the community. If we find anybody that will treasure going to a park, we can do that, provide them transportation, and we schedule all those things. If needed, we can invite outside services. Right now, we are working with Affinity Care organization. They send us somebody. Right now, we're working with one person that has education in psychology. So she talks with our clients, different ways, different things, to make them think and for us to know them better, or be served better. We have every Sunday, no, not every Sunday, but every Friday, I have pastor. Right now, the clients we have, they are Catholics. And I have Guardian Angels Church bring somebody to give them Holy Communion every Friday. So things like that to make them feel like they are in the community. That's what we do as much extent we can, because the pay is not so great. So we manage what we have to give them the best that they can get. Yes.
Are you a recognized charitable organization so that people can make donations and take those donations off their taxes?
No, we are not charitable organization, no.
Okay.
How will you take care of two facilities when you're so tight with your health? Are you going to sleep in your bed anymore or are you going to
Honestly,
the other facility?
that's a daunting issue for us now. Even last night, we thought about that for almost 45 minutes. My answer to that, when you hit dead end or against the wall, I borrow Abraham's answer to his son Isaac. Keep going, he will provide. And he always does. Not necessarily exactly the way or when you want it that will come. But sometimes problems come for you to think and learn something that you never learned. It's always the issue, always. So we meet that, we're not gonna stop, we're gonna keep going. God will open a way for us to get it done. There's no other way. It's either we get it done or we are done. And that's that's the way I look at things.
Well, thank you, Eddie, for.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.